What's up, guys? Today we are talking how to sell your home by owner successfully. I'm going to give you real information, the broad strokes of how to sell your home by owner and do so successfully. So, first of all, this isn't like all the other content that's out there and all the other information online, the videos or the written content about how to sell your home by owner, the 10 magic steps to selling your home by owner. That's all bullshit. It's bogus. Those videos or that content was created by real estate agents to essentially scare you into believing that the prospect of selling your home by owner is far too difficult. If you do attempt it, you're going to leave a whole bunch of money on the table. It's going to take you way too long. And so you may as well just call the guy that made the video that you watch, because he's going to sell your home for a whole bunch more than you ever could. And he's going to save you a bunch of time in the process. That's bogus. There has never been a better time in history to sell your home by owner. I'm here to tell you that is the absolute truth. You, the average Joe, have access to all of the same tools and resources that agents have access to that are necessary to successfully sell homes. 100% factual. You now have access to all of those things. So the internet, and Zillow more specifically, leveled the playing field a few years back by giving access to buyers that only agents had access to. So now you, as Joe Schmo buyer or Joe Schmo general public, can go online and view just about every listing that's on the market today via sites like Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, all of these third-party sites that the MLS has granted access to their information. It used to be that only agents had access to that information, and when a buyer was thinking about starting their home purchase process, the very first thing they used to do was call an agent, because they had no information on anything. They didn't know what homes were on the market and what homes weren't. That's not the case anymore. So the general public, you, like I said, have access to almost every listing that's out there now. So what agents now control is access to the physical property, access to basically a way in the door to that listing. So let's talk about how that affects the home purchasing process and buyers. So today's buyer searches online for about 4 months, and they're searching homes, they're going through Zillow, they're going through Trulia, all these sites, whatever their site is, they're searching for homes online. They now wait to contact an agent until they've found a home that seems to fit all of their needs. It's in the right location. It fits their buying parameters. What they need is just somebody to get them through the damn door. So they're on Zillow. They click, contact an agent. They don't care who it is. And I think it's 92% of buyers go with the first agent that they come in contact with. So it shows you they don't really care who they're using. They just need access. So agents, like I said, control access to the physical property. So they get there, they determine, yes, we want to make it. We love this house. We want to make an offer. They could do all that themselves. They just figure, well, Johnny Realtor here, he let us in the door. We called him. He does this for a living. He has access to these contract documents, so we may as well just let him handle this thing for us. So what sucks about the current traditional MLS listing route and the route that we've just taken, you have a house that's on the market, somebody calls an agent opens the door for them, writes some contract docs, and now you're under contract. What sucks about that model is essentially you, the seller, are going to pay a listing agent 3% of the sale price of your home, often $10,000, $20,000, depending on the sale price of your home. 3% of the sale price of your home to have some photos taken, professional photos, great. Throw a sign in the front yard and get your listing information to potential buyers so that you can attract an offer. So you're essentially paying someone tens of thousands of dollars to do something that you could have completely done yourself with little knowledge and little resources. So we have that part, that aspect. Then you're going to pay an additional 3% to Johnny Agent, who opened the door for the buyers to come in your house, for these strangers who called him and said, hey, can you let us into this house? You're going to pay him 3% for opening the door and for filling in some blanks on some contract docs that you could have accessed for about $30 online. I mean, I'm obviously, I'm simplifying this process, but there's not a whole lot to it. I mean, buyers agents, listing agents, they all work very hard, but 3% of the sales price of your home to fill in some blanks and open the door, that's a whole lot of money. So what does it take to sell a home in today's marketplace? What are the basic steps of a home sale, of the transaction of a home, a sale and a purchase of a home? Let's look at it like super simple, just broken down in a few steps. So step one, somebody's got to know the basic details of the home. How many bedrooms, how many baths, a basic property description. Okay, we can get that. Step two, somebody has to price the home. They have to price the home for a reasonable amount, an amount that they determine a buyer would be willing to pay for their home. Base that on actual factual data from comparables, which you can find on Zillow, by the way, for absolutely free yourself. Being the general public, you can do that. Okay, step three, somebody's got to take some beautiful pictures of that home. You got to take some photos that are going to draw and attract potential buyers to want to investigate your home further. Okay, so that's step three. Step four, we're going to take all of that information. We're going to take your beautiful photos. We're going to take your sale price that you've determined a buyer would be willing to pay for your home. You're going to take your basic listing information, how many beds, how many baths, square footage, and you need to get that information to potential buyers. Okay, not the hardest thing in the world to do. Throw a listing sign in your front yard, print out some flyers, but ultimately get that property where in front of buyers, where buyers would be. Okay, so we've done that. Step five, now a buyer has determined your home fits their parameters. They now want to come and see your home. So what do you have to do now? Somebody has to let them in the door. It could be you, it could be Johnny Agent. I guess you decide that. So somebody's got to open the door for a buyer. Step six, buyer has determined they love your home. They want to purchase the home. Somebody has to negotiate price and terms until an agreement is reached. Once an agreement has been reached and sellers agreed to sell, buyers agreed to buy, and price and terms have been reached, and you've placed that on on some paper, somebody has to facilitate the transaction. So really, in other words, all that means is you need to open escrow. So somebody needs to choose a title company to handle escrow and facilitate the transaction of the deal. So step eight, there will be, so during escrow, buyer will have some inspections done. They'll make sure the house isn't falling apart. Their lender will finalize their loan, all of that, get all of that information together, and the title company will make sure that title is ready to be transferred from seller to buyer. Okay. Once that's all complete, the buyer's lender pays the seller moves out, and the buyer moves in. That's basically all the steps of a sale, of a home sale transaction, broken down in its simplest terms. But that's what it takes. So that's basically it. Those are the steps to transact real estate, to complete a home sale. Anyways, it's actually we've determined it's 9 steps for a home sale. So all these 10 steps to for sale by owner, it's all bullshit. We've realized they're taking it one extra step further, which I guess is calling the agent to sell your home because you can't do it yourself. But that's what needs to be done to sell a home. It's pretty simple stuff. So granted, there are people that are better at doing those steps over and over again, and people that make a very good living doing those 9 steps over and over again. It's basically it. It's not rocket science. And agents who are really, really good at it, they didn't learn how to get really good at it in real estate school. They learned it from another agent who was really, really good at it and taught them. So I learned from an agent who was really, really good at it, and he taught me how to do it and do so successfully and sell hundreds and hundreds of homes relatively easily by just duplicating the process. I can teach you how to sell your home yourself, just like I sold homes on the MLS. You're just going to use a different format. It's really that simple. But you can use the exact same techniques that I used to sell homes. You can use the same tools that I use to sell homes. You have access to it all. I can teach you how to do it successfully. So what do we know now? We know that agents no longer control listings, that they mostly control access to the physical showing of the property. They control access to the physical location, that verification that a home is as good in person as it looked online. So they control access to the physical location, and they have access to contract docs to make the transaction possible, to get everything on paper so that we have a contract to sell and a contract to purchase. So if you think that in 2019 you cannot find a way to open the door for a buyer, to let buyers into your home, to verify that your home looks as good in person as it did online, and that you cannot find a website that has some fillable contract forms, then call an agent and pay 6% of the sale price of your home, or 5% of the sale price of your home, tens of thousands of dollars, and have the transaction handled that way. On the other hand, if you think you can do those 9 things that we talked about, you can perform those 9 pretty simple steps that it takes to sell a home. Remember, it's not 10 steps to selling your home by owner. It's only 9. Those other guys are full of shit. If you think you can do those things and you're open to spending some time learning how to do it correctly before you start, go to fsboman.com, download my course. You're going to have to pay a little bit of money for it, but what's a little bit of money when you're saving tens of thousands of dollars? I'm going to teach you exactly how to sell your home directly to an unrepresented buyer, and you're going to save so much money. You're going to pay 0 commissions and you're not going to have a single agent involved. Go do it. Go do it now. If you're really thinking about selling your home by owner, this is the only course that provides templates, tools, everything that you need to sell your home by owner. I'm going to teach you how to price, how to stage, how to market, how to negotiate, what to negotiate, how to open up escrow, essentially how to sell your home, how to get from listing to closing as simply, as smoothly as possible, save a ton of money in the process, and to attract unrepresented buyers. That's key. Nobody else is going to teach you how to do that. And you're going to do so using information and tools that are available to the general public. It's super simple. So in the meantime, here's what you guys have all been looking for. Here's the basics of what it really takes to sell your home and to avoid agent fees altogether. These are the basic principles of my course. I'm going to give them to you right now. Okay, the basic essential guidelines, basic principles of successfully selling your home by owner and avoiding all agents, paying zero agent commissions whatsoever. Here's the basic principles. Step one, you have to educate yourself. You have to educate yourself so that you can assume the role of the professional in the transaction. Go on for sale or on Zillow.com right now and look at for sale by owner homes. You're not going to see anything that looks professional for the most part. They're all going to be photos that are taken from their phone, bogus listing data. And if you wanted to go and view it, you're not going to know how. So you're going to have to call Johnny Agent to do so. You're going to make buyers feel comfortable if you're educated on the process and if you can assume the role of the professional. If they think that you've done this before, you've been here before, you know how to do this, they're going to feel comfortable enough to go and buy the home directly from you and avoid an agent and contacting that agent. Okay, step one, you got to educate yourself. How are you going to do that? Fsboman.com. Go to Fsbo University there and download the course. Pay the few bucks that it costs. There's free information there as well. So look at everything, download the course, educate yourself, become the professional. Use what I've used for years to make a very, very good living selling homes. Just let me teach you the basic steps of it, guide you through the process, and get you from listing, from preparation, through listing, through marketing, all the way to closing, really simply, and save you a shitload of money. Okay, step two, prepare your house for sale. You got to prepare your home, so you got to get rid of some shit. You got to stage your home correctly. My preparation and staging guide is available at fsboman.com. That's 100% for free as part of the free course there. Download that. That's going to give you all the information you need. You don't really need any more information to stage it. Don't professionally stage your home. That's bullshit. Buyers don't care if your home is professionally staged. It's not going to make a difference or not. Go get that information, fsboman.com. It's free. I'm not going to go into a whole thing on staging. 3, you got to price your home correctly. You got to price to sell. Okay, so how do you do that? Well, you can learn exactly how to do it for free. A couple ways to do it. You can even get agent professional experience from agents to tell you exactly how to price your home. Or you can go to Zillow. Go to Zillow.com and look at sold, pending, and active listings near your home that compare to your home, that compare to the finishes and features of your home, the size, bedrooms, baths, all that stuff. Look at the prices of those homes and then get in where you fit in. Figure out where your home fits on that scale, what the bad houses look like that are comparable to yours, and the best houses look like, and figure out where it fits, and then price your home accordingly. Okay, pretty simple stuff. Photos, don't mess around. Do not try to take photos yourself. Don't research how to take photos. Don't waste your time doing that, because you will not sell your house. Photos sell houses, period. End of it, just period. Photos sell. Good photos will get buyers to your front door. That's going to bring you offers. So get professional photos done. In my course, I tell you exactly where to look, where to find photographers, professional real estate photographers, the questions to ask them, how to vet them, how to find the best one for you. But you've got to get professional photos taken care of. That's 100%. Do not skimp there. It's going to cost you a few $100, but so be it. You're going to sell your home and you're going to save a whole lot of money doing it yourself. Step 5, you got to list it. You list it on Zillow. Zillow is the number one search site on the internet for homes. So It's simple. You put your home where buyers are. Buyers are on Zillow.com. Zillow and Trulia are the same company, so it's going to go on Trulia. You can put it other places, list it on your social media to show people that you're selling a house. But get it on Zillow. That's it. I show you exactly how to do it in my course, and most importantly, I teach you to direct buyers to contact you directly. So Zillow has made it very easy for potential buyers to contact an agent rather than anybody else. That's how they make their money, is by agents paying to advertise on their site. So they got to bring them potential buyers. I'm going to teach you how to make sure that buyers contact not an agent to view your home, but contact you directly, so that you're not going to have to deal with a buyer's agent or potentially pay a buyer's agent. But step number 5, get it on Zillow. So that's your listing. That's the MLS alternative. You don't need the MLS because buyers are dictating what they want to see, and they're on Zillow. So list on Zillow. Step 6, very important. You have to provide access to your home. You have to provide access to the physical showing of your home. When a buyer wants to see your house, you got to find a way to let them in on their time and without you there. They don't want you looking over their shoulder or sitting on the couch while they're viewing your house. You got to get over the security part of it. I'm going to teach you, and there are tools out there, a way to let buyers into your home securely by verifying their data ahead of time, verifying their identity. And there's technology out there that is super affordable and available to you to make showing so easy. You don't have to be there. You can verify buyers' information, and more importantly, they can look without any hassle, without them feeling like that you're breathing down their neck or something, or pressuring them, or just making it weird while letting them enjoy the experience of the showing of your home. But you got to be able to provide access to buyers on their terms when they want to see the home. Very important. Access. Step 7, you got to get an offer. That's it. You got to get an offer on your house. So one of the ways that I teach you to draw an offer is to be able to beat your competition, your neighbor's house that's down the street that's listed with an agent on the MLS. I'm going to show you how to leverage a little bit of your commission savings to entice a buyer and to offer that buyer something that they can't get from that house down the street, that MLS listed home down the street. My course is going to show you exactly how to do that, how to leverage those savings, and how to entice buyers even without making any kind of offer or offering any kind of credit to them. But you got to do what you need to do to draw an offer, plain and simple. The other thing I'm going to teach you to do in my course is make negotiation simple. You need to simplify the offer process. So when the buyer's ready to make an offer, you got to make that as simple and as painless as possible. And you just got to break it down to the basic terms of the agreement, price, dates, that stuff. Break it down into its basic form, and then go and once you've reached an agreement, transfer that information to a contract. Don't be writing contracts beforehand. Just come up with a simple offer process. I give you those tools, and I teach exactly how to do that in my course. So just take the damn course if you haven't already. But that's what you got to do. You got to draw an offer and make the offer process simple, and then just transfer the simple details to a contract. When you get an offer, obviously you're going to need to transfer that information to a contract. Go and get state-specific contract docs from an online resource. There's plenty of them out there. And make sure you get seller disclosure forms, state-specific seller disclosure forms. And they're basic fill-in-the-blank stuff. But when you're disclosing information, be complete, be thorough, and fill them out to the best of your knowledge. Be transparent, because that's going to make a buyer feel much better during the process. So give the buyers those disclosures right up front as soon as you've reached an agreement, maybe even beforehand. Okay, step 9, you need to open escrow. You got an agreement in place. You've got the disclosures out there. Choose an escrow company, one that can handle that transaction, one that's local for both you and the buyer. So if the buyer's out of town, coming from another town or something, make sure you pick somebody, a company that's got multiple offices out there. First American is a great one. They got offices all over the place, and they'll do free mobile signings for you too. Let the title company know that neither you or the buyer are professionals, and you'll need a little extra help along the way. And because they get paid when you get paid, they're going to be happy to do so. They'll be happy to guide you through the process and take those extra steps to lead you through it. But when you're in escrow, they'll guide you through. You go through the inspection, you go through the appraisal. They're going to get all the title stuff figured out, but let them guide you through it, guide you to closing. That's about it. I think if you can handle that, you can sell your home for yourself. You can save a ton of money and sell your home yourself. So get my course at fsboman.com. It's the only of its kind. It's got everything you need to sell your home yourself with zero agent involvement. It's the most complete guide to selling your home by owner on the market today. So go get my course, go on there, take advantage of the free resources that are there. Most Fsbos don't sell because sellers don't know how to sell their home. They think they do. They think it's just as easy as putting some pictures and some information on the web, but they don't know what it really takes. They don't know how to really sell their home. So they lack knowledge. That's it. That knowledge is available at fsboman.com. So check it out. I hope this helped. I hope you guys feel much more comfortable and know that you can do this. You don't need an agent to sell your home. That's bogus. All right, guys.